Hi everybody! To get started with our James Rizzi inspired artwork today, you are going to need a pencil, a black marker, and your crayons. We're going to start with the pencil. I'm going to draw a horizon line or a ground line across my paper. You can decide if you want to have your birds on a wire or if you would like to have them on the ground. If you would like to have them on the wire, you are going to draw a second line. Now James Rizzi, he would sometimes draw one bird in a piece of art. He would sometimes draw 2 or 20 birds in a piece of art. I'm going to get started today. I think I'm going to be drawing 3 birds. So I'm going to start with my bird in the middle. James Rizzi's birds are very happy and simple birds. I'm going to start my bird by drawing the letter U. I'm going to go to one side of the letter U and draw the bird's mouth. It's going to be a letter V. I'm going to go to the top of the mouth and I'm going to add a curve or a hill for the bird's head. Now I'm going to make a big swooping curve all the way back here to the tail. Swoop. And there I have finished the outline of my bird. James Rizzi's art is happy. My bird is going to have a big smile on his face. Now since he is standing sideways, you will only be able to see one eye. This is called the profile view or side view. Look at somebody in your family, have them stand so that you see their nose pointing out, stand to the side of you, and look at how many eyes you see. You should just see one. We're going to give our bird a wing, and it's just 1, 2, 3 U shapes. I think I better give my bird some funny hair. You can decide what kind of hair you're going to have. Maybe he doesn't have any feathers sticking up. Maybe he does. We're going to make our bird resting or standing on the ground or wire with just a line down. 1, 2, 3. And 3 little toes. 1, 2, 3. Now this is our main bird, but we need to put some other birds in here with them. I'm going to make another bird. I'm going to start out with the letter U, but this time I'm going to be drawing it a little bit bigger. When you draw your birds, you decide on the size. Mine's pretty big. It's a little bit wider than my hand. I'm going to put the mouth on this bird again, but this time I'm going to have an open mouth like this bird is singing. So I'm going to make a letter M, a capital letter M. Out, down, out, down. Does that look like a nice happy bird mouth? Singing? Sure. Top of the head again with a big curve. And then a swoop down to the tail. We're going to put the wing in here. 1, 2, 3 curves. This bird is looking down at the first bird. Some feet also. 3 toes. I think I would like to have one more bird. Ooh, I just thought of something. I want to have this bird giving the first bird a little hug. So I'm going to add a wing. Here I've come out of the letter U. I touched my first bird, and I have to put in the bottom of the wing. Curve. Touch. Alright, I have just enough room over here on the other side of my paper to have one more bird. I think I'm going to draw this bird facing forward. Some of James Rizzi's birds were facing forward. I'm going to start with the head. The head is just going to be a letter C, but it's laying down on its face. You see the letter C here? I'm going to add in the bird's beak with the letter V. I'm even going to add its nostrils. Those are the nose holes. I can give them some eyes. Now this one is facing forward. This is a front view, so I'm going to draw both eyes. Each of these were a profile view. This bird's going to be looking over there at those other ones. He already looks like he's smiling. Now I'm going to put the body on, and I'm going to start at the bottom of the head, and I'm going to make a big U shape. I'm going to start at the other side of the head, at the bottom. I'm going to come down, a little curve, and back to the tail. You can decide where your wings are. Maybe this guy's reaching out too. Like, hi guys, how you doing? I think James Rizzi probably had a lot of stories while he was drawing. Now, one of the other things that James Rizzi did was he would put hearts and stars, polka dots, sunshines, moons in his background. So I want you to decide what you want to put in your background. I'm going to start off with the sun. He liked to have a sun with a smile on it. James Rizzi was inspired by cartoons, so a sun with a face on it made sense. So I've made my circle and given it eyes and a big smile. I'll do a couple of sun rays right off the top of my paper. He also put a lot of hearts. My birds kind of look like a little family of birds. Few hearts. A heart is a curve. Go back to where you started. Making a curve in the other direction, and I've got to bring my pencil down to the end. So you can practice lots of hearts. He also did stars. A star is a tricky shape to draw, but if you practice, you'll get really good at it. You're going to start by drawing an upside down letter V. There it is. You're going to go out on each side. You can go below it, and you're going to draw a W. Down, up, down, up. Just have to connect right here. Alright, I have drawn another little bird down here in the corner looking up at his buddies. I'm going to put in one more star, upside down letter V, out, out, W below. Up, down, back up, and close it up. And maybe a few more hearts. And dots. Until I feel like my paper is full. Alright, now I'm going to use my Sharpie marker and I'm going to begin outlining. So I'm being really careful to stay right on my pencil line and follow it. A thicker marker is going to be easier to get a good line from. Take your time when you're outlining. Once you have your birds outlined, look for any pencil lines that are still showing. I missed a little right here. Just run your eraser over those pencil lines and clean up your drawing. This is probably enough for today. You've watched the slides, you've watched the videos, you've done your drawing and outlining. I want you to finish the video and work on your birds next art day too. We're going to add color to them. Alright, let's finish up our James Rizzi birds with some crayons. I like to have my crayons out in front of me so I can see all of my colors that I have to work with. We have background and we have our focus of the birds. So I'm going to start with my birds today, and blue-green is one of my favorite colors, so I know I want to make one of my birds blue-green. You get to choose your colors, but the most important thing is take your time. Try pressing lightly. This is going to help you stay inside the lines. First, I'm going to go around the edge. I don't want to get my blue-green into the sky. I don't want to get it into the bird's eye. So I'm going to go around those edges first, and that's going to help me stay inside my own lines. There we go. Now I can color in the middle. When I color, I try and color in one direction. Oh, I should probably outline around the eye. I try and color in one direction so that I don't leave white spots. Now if you don't have crayons, you could use colored pencils or markers. You could use all three things too. If you're really wanting to use your paints, you could definitely use your paints, but I would save those for the background where you don't have so many details. There we go. Make sure I get all my white spots. There's one bird already done. Take your time, work on your birds. My wire black, but I'm not pressing very hard with my crayon because I don't want to lose the bird's toes because they're black marker too. I am all done. Make sure you take a picture of your artwork and turn it in through your Seesaw classroom.